Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. This defense for the Bears, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Huntley.
And going deep downfield for Boykin. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play that time for Cleveland.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll hand it off. It's Love. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
To throw, Huntley.
For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Touchdown, Browns! Miles Boykin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
A short kick taken at the 18.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Cohen gets it again on second.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Now it's Fields.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Huntley to throw.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. To throw on 2nd down, Huntley swings this out for Hunt. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Back to throw. Huntley. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. On 4th down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now they'll run it with Cohen. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there, complete to Mooney.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago.
Darnell Mooney.
His second touchdown on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On 1st and 10, Huntley.
Open man, here's Schwartz, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Huntley's throw pulled in by Schwartz.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns.
And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Fields.
This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On second down, there's the option going left. Room to run past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Well, he was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. Now they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
From the 50, here's Fields.
That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. So now we have Jackson slow to get back on his feet. Appears to be shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 2nd and 7, Fields. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Fields now to throw.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And Santos yanks that one a bit. No good. Wide to the left for Santos. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And that is incomplete, nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Huntley.
And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this 1st half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
On 1st down, Huntley. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover.
From the gun, Huntley.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And that'll set them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. A final shot before break. Huntley. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns.
And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going, a little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, Fields.
Brought in over the middle by Grant. Touchdown, Bears! Jakeem Grant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Here's Love again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Huntley. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play that time for Cleveland.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Hunt will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for the Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. To throw is Fields. Steps away to his left. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. Elsewhere at Arrowhead, they're in the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have now moved out in front of the Chargers. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now they... Struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Off play action. Huntley. And finding the tight end, Hooper.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On third down, Huntley. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
He's got room to run past the 20. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 2nd and 11 now, Fields. Flushed out right. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Fields on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now his shotgun handoff to Cohen. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second and 10. Now Fields. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Santos' kick is up and through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Staying on the ground, it's Love. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
From the gun on 3rd down, Huntley. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Back to throw. Huntley. And incomplete on the deep ball. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far. A big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game. Exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, Chicago! Jakeem Grant, 79 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Throwing on first down. Huntley. Got an open man. It's Schwartz. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On first and 10, Huntley. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Here's Huntley. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Huntley. He's got the first down inside the 10. Touchdown! 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. 51 yards on the ground for him so far. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it's Cohen. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be caught. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Santos with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Huntley. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So this one is